Hey there! You probably think you know a lot about the United States, right? Well, get ready to have your mind blown because today we're diving into 10 mind-blowing geography facts that will change the way you see the US. From floating islands to places where you can drive without a license, the US is full of strange and surprising geography that most people don't even know about. So, grab your map, because these facts are going to surprise you. Fact number 1. The only US state that isn't a part of the continent. Let's start with one that's pretty wild. Did you know that there's a US state that's not even part of the mainland? You might think all states are connected, but Hawaii is a totally different story. Hawaii is the only state that isn't part of the continental US. In fact, it's located about 2,400 miles away from the nearest coast, California. So, if you live in Hawaii, it's pretty much like living on an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. But how did this tiny state become a part of the US in the first place? Well, Hawaii became a state in 1959, and it has been part of the US ever since. What's even more fascinating is that Hawaii wasn't just a regular landmass, it was formed by volcanic activity. The islands are still active, with volcanoes that are continually shaping the land. And because of Hawaii's volcanic activity, it's home to some of the most unique wildlife and landforms in the US. It's literally an island chain made from the Earth's fiery energy. Let's move on to a state so huge that it could swallow up almost the entire eastern US. Fact number 2. A state so large, it can fit the entire eastern US. There's a state that's so big, it could easily fit the entire eastern US inside it. Can you guess which one? That's right, Alaska. Alaska is twice the size of Texas, and you could actually fit 19 other US states inside Alaska and still have room left over. Not only is Alaska the largest state in the US, but it also holds a major title. It's home to the tallest mountain in North America, Denali, formerly known as Mount McKinley, which stands at a whopping 20,310 feet tall. And despite its size, Alaska has a very small population compared to its vast land. It has fewer than 750,000 residents, which is less than many big cities. So, while it's a massive state, most of it is still wild and untouched by humans. But Alaska isn't the only state with a surprise up its sleeve. There's a place in the US that's actually part of the country, but not really connected to it at all. Want to know how that's possible? Fact number 3, the US has a point that's not in the US. Let's get even stranger. There's a place in the US that technically belongs to the US, but you can't actually get to it from the US without passing through another country. Confused yet? Well, welcome to Point Roberts, Washington. Point Roberts is a small area of land in Washington state, but here's the twist. It's actually separated from the rest of the US by Canada. So, if you want to visit, you can't just drive there from the US. You'll need to cross the Canadian border first. Point Roberts became part of the US through the 1846 Oregon Treaty with Britain. The treaty established the border, but it left this little piece of land stuck in an awkward situation. Today, it's still officially part of the US, but you have to pass through Canada to reach it. That's it for part 1 of our crazy US geography facts. Part 2's coming soon, with even weirder places you won't believe. So hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and I'll see you in the next one.